Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for rejoining me. We're still streaming. It's still day one of this campaign. I've had to take quite a few breaks while we're doing the stream because of the whole fire ant foot thing, which we were just talking about again. And I took some time to think about the situation. We're going to end this war by vassalizing East Frisia. We're going to humiliate Oldenburg and just kind of keep our aggressive expansion at a reasonable level. And actually, we didn't talk about this, but I do want to take a moment. I know, I need to unpause, but I want to talk about this because it's important to me, and I think it should be important to you. Let's say that we had just enough aggressive expansion that we could take these two provinces. Just because you can do it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, right? If we take aggressive expansion now, it's not free. As long as we're decaying aggressive expansion with everybody in the HRE, which we are right now, then it's decaying at the same rate regardless. So aggressive expansion we take now is at the cost of aggressive expansion we could take in the future, so long as we're not at zero, which we're never going to be at zero. So we're going to take it easy in this peace deal because if I see an opportunity for an easy war where we can get like a better province, wouldn't we rather spend the aggressive expansion on Den Haag versus, say, Oldenburg or something else? Granted, in this case, the development's not equivalent, but you see what I mean? Like, you want to spend the aggressive expansion in a smart way. And again, my whole point is just that it's not free. Aggressive expansion taken now is at the expense of potential other aggressive expansion you could take. Again, assuming that you're not at zero. Because if you're at zero, then you really are just wasting the aggressive expansion decay ticks. So, all that being said, since we're going to force vassalize East Frisia and humiliate this guy, we're ready to peace out. And last thing then was I do want to full core these, although it would be nice to do so after we lose our war exhaustion. Let's just do our peace deals. I think we'll force vassalize directly. I don't really want to release this guy because I'd like to keep the aggressive expansion down. We're going to force vassalize. The other advantage, again, why am I so preachy educatey today? What's up with that, man? Two options. Option number one, full annex and then release him. If we full annex release, we don't have to worry about unlawful territory. It's extra aggressive expansion. His technology will be set to our own. But the thing that is against this part of the decision is that a released subject has a 5-year truce. Since we're very small and weak, a 5-year truce is pretty short, and it might be difficult to keep the guy loyal. Forced vassalization will make him hate us, but we will have a 15-year truce because I can do all these other things. Incidentally, I also gain a lot more prestige for forced vassalization than I do for full conquest, which is kind of weird if you think about it. We obviously don't want to waste war score on that money if we can avoid it. So we'll make him annul 2 rivalries, and then we will take 7 war score worth of money. We get 3 whole dollary dues and a 15-year truce. Percentage of war score in peace deal divided by 10 plus 5 base years equals truce length. So 100 peace offer value equals 15 years. 0% peace offer equals 5 years. So there we go. This, incidentally, also keeps him on Tech 4 versus our Tech 5, which makes it easier to keep him in line. And even though he hates us, minus 100 due to forced vassalization, again, we have a 15-year truce, so it shouldn't be difficult to keep him happy. With Oldenburg, we are going to humiliate and take no money, because it's not enough. And I think either we want to keep the truce short, or we want to make the truce long, but try to get some prestige out of this. The higher our prestige, the more improved relations over time we have, which directly translates into aggressive expansion decay. So we have a vested interest in raising our prestige. Unfortunately, our ally is going to take 45% of the prestige that we get. I think in that case, I'm going to just do the humiliate for the age bonus. We're not going to take money. I think we will take war reps because it does give prestige and money. Plus we get 100% of the money. So we'll do a 10-year truce with this guy. I mean, we could do this, but we only get 55% of that prestige. That's not enough, I think. So, again, this is a few episodes back now, but I think it's really important to re-mention it.
You guys are so nice!
Whoa! Whoa!
Thank you!
Dude. Seriously, dude, whoa.
Wow.
Angel Vice, you just gifted 25 subscriptions. For a total of 90 gifted subs so far. Congrats to all 25 of you. Damn, dude. That is super, super nice. So are you saying that the more attention to detail and explicit I explain things, the more people gift subs? Is that the correlation, or is it something else? Because that's how I interpreted it. You thought you were at 100? Oh, poor Nightbot. Right after donating those subs, Nightbot just said, you can't yell. Don't use all caps. I don't think you're banned. It just said stop spamming, but yeah. Thanks, man. That's really, really nice of you. I mean, you are one of the top sub donors on the channel. So yeah, let me know if is that in response to the explanations, or is it in response to something else? Is it Fire Ant sympathy donations? What are we talking about here? I've lost my train of thought. Oh, right. It's worth going back to this concept that why were we able to pull Munster into a war? Why did he help us if we only had 2 or 3 favors? And it's because we did that cheese where we called him in on a promise of territory, and then before we unpaused the game and he actually joined, we then marked all the land as vital interest, and then we made sure we sieged it all ourselves. Because we occupied literally everything in the war that he could want, and we also wanted it, we're basically bypassing the mechanic that stops him from joining a war where he can't earn anything. We're making him join a war where he can't earn anything, and he can't get mad about it. Super cheesy, but that's why we did it, and that's why it worked. So we've picked up 2 provinces that we own directly, and we have a vassal. This vassal will provide us with 1.3 force limit, which is worth roughly 13 development, as far as like force limit per development, which is awesome. I think we can probably just afford to wait for our war exhaustion to come down before we do these full cores. So let's go ahead and let the game run for a bit. We will improve relations with the new subject. Oldenburg is now no longer a valid rival. 2 rival slots free. We can rival quite a few people. Utrecht, Verden, Hamburg, Lubeck, Gelre, Munster, Bremen, Holland, and Denmark, of all people. Very nice. At this point, we have too much aggressive expansion to really worry about a lot of growth. We wouldn't mind getting our power projection higher, because this is going to slip below 50 a lot quicker than you might think. We do need to at least establish the rivals so that we don't have that come down. Oh, we have no valid rivals right now. Wow. Right, obviously. Can't be rival to our ally, our subject. I think we were planning on rivaling Utrecht and Gelre anyway. Unless anything's changed, I think that's still pretty reasonable. Britannia and the Pope versus Cologne. This is maybe even possibly still a great war deck. Especially if we could trick Munster into joining us again. What do you think the chances are? Would he do it? Oh, he did! Yeah, he would. He's a dummy. One drawback is we would have to actually have a claim. So let's just get a claim. Obviously our subject is disloyal. When he's disloyal, he doesn't pay us income. Might as well demand trade power, because even though he's disloyal, he will transfer his trade power against his will. Besides, I think the trade value is usually worth more than the tax income. Especially as a republic. We only have 10% vassal tax income. So we're going to get 10% of his taxation line. Just like, not much. 0.07 ducats a month. He was definitely making more than that in trade. Yuck. Dithmarschen gets rogue privateer. Ah, yeah, we shouldn't really be doing that. Stupid ships should be protecting trade, not privateering. I only had them privateering because I was trying to get my power projection. We make pretty bad money from trade. No, trade income's actually kind of okay. I think I'm gonna send my merchants to here, just so that we can increase the number of countries that we are getting the plus 15% improved relations with. We want to decay more aggressive expansion if possible. We will take tech. It's unlikely that anyone's going to take Tech 6. Right now I'm just thinking that if someone takes Diplo Tech 6, we could actually get a 15% discount on this. And taking this right now is not going to give us the ahead of time bonus because we would have to be on Tech 5. I don't have the money to build a marketplace, so there really isn't any benefit to Tech 4 right now. We might as well just wait. Maybe we get lucky, someone takes Diplo Tech 6 and we can save 5% of 600. It'll save us 30 Diplo points. Will you select rival to protect power projection? I will, but only as we get closer to 50. Right now, I don't actually want to rival Galray. And I know this is weird, but Galray has an alliance. He's allied to Cologne. If I rival Galray, he will go get more allies. Basically, what he's going to do is he's going to look at me and say, okay, who hates you? Bremen and Lübeck hate you. That makes them my natural allies. So he will try to get alliances with those people. So by not rivaling him, I'm keeping his relationship status the same until I'm ready to attack him. I want to spring the trap, right? I want to just jump on him when he doesn't have any friends. That's the basic idea behind not rivaling him yet. I'm going to train 3 more infantry. Who is at war against Denmark? It is the Livonian Order. It's the Livonian Order. It's the Danish conquest of Osel. So he already attacked once and he did win. He owns Reval and Narva, and now he's going after Osel. Sweden is currently very loyal. Denmark is fighting the Teutons and Scotland again. And we could try doing condottieri. Now that we have a subject, sometimes you want to avoid condottieri, but while he has a truce, he can't actually... Wow, 662. It's pretty good. While we have a truce, it doesn't matter if he's disloyal. So we could do condottieri right now. But I'm leaning towards this attacking Galray. We also have great income at the moment. Surprisingly good income, honestly. This income from the English Channel is fantastic. Maybe 17.9. No, I can't see protecting trade in the English Channel at that trade efficiency penalty being better. No. Build up the trade fleet. We do have income. We do have force limit. Yeah. Ships are the best thing to spend money on. Out of all of the different things you can make that make you money. See that guy up over here. So yeah, I apologize if I'm playing a little bit slower. I took some Tylenol, that's nothing fancy, but this swollen foot fire ant thing, plus the 6+ hours of streaming is, you know, kind of getting to me. Accept Dutch culture. Well, right now we're behind time on Diplotech, so getting caught up on tech I think is a very high priority. We haven't full cored this because we're waiting on the war exhaustion to tick down to 0 just to save some admin points because we are doing an administrative idea group. We want to be efficient. Accepting the culture would give us some benefit, but they are part of the same primary culture group as us. So the penalties for them having the wrong culture are not nearly as significant as if we had lands that was part of a different culture group. We had conquered like this land. It's like +2 unrest, -33% local taxes, reduced manpower, etc. Instead, we're only getting 15% tax modifier. We don't care about the manpower or sailors. It's just a very slight amount of tax discount. All that being said, we are very interested in full coring this soon so we can grant it to our clergy and burghers and then get the estate clicks done in around November-ish of next year. To avoid the Dutch rebels, you need to be primary? True, but we're way away from the Netherlands forming. That's not going to happen yet. Got plenty of time until that happens. All right, we could take this first idea. I definitely want to trigger our golden era. I don't see any reason to save this. This will also help us get caught up and get ahead of time on tech. Let's turn that on now, and then I'd like to be able to full core these as soon as the war exhaustion's gone. So I don't know if we have enough extra to take that idea yet. Probably not. I also want to make sure we don't miss out on the innovativeness gain for taking it first. Yeah, when did the Dutch happens again? I think the Dutch revolts happen around like 1550 or 1650, something like that. It's really late compared to where we're at right now. There's a claim on Gelre. We needed a claim because even if I rival him, we would have the Humiliate War, but you can't call your allies in on a Humiliate War. That's not Promise of Territory. The goal here is to declare war on him, calling in Munster on a Promise of Territory, using his army, but then not actually taking Clay. So we kind of needed to do that to get the claim. Let's see if we can maybe do this right now. We can pull Hamburg in actually with favors. That's kind of interesting. How strong are these guys? Let's take our time, do some diligence, because we are playing on very hard. Gelre's got 13k force limit. He's got 11 troops currently. Cologne has 11 troops as well. So 22,000 troops. This guy's on tech 5. Cologne is on tech 4. Our ally is on tech 4. And our other ally is on tech 5. That's pretty close. I mean, I've got, what, 11,500 right now. Got 12k troops. And our ally has how many? The fact that our ally on the border has tech 4 is bad. Munster's got 12k troops right now. I think we should use Hamburg in this war as well, if we're going to do it. So, why would we declare war if we're not going to take Clay? Well, basically, aggressive expansion is going to decay at relatively the same speed no matter what. So, we have a period of time right now where we are unable to expand. But if we win some wars that don't increase our aggressive expansion, but do increase our prestige, we can get up to 50% improved relations over time from prestige if we go all the way up to 100. That means we can get basically 40% more improved relations, which will decay our aggressive expansion by 0.8 more every year. That's a lot. So basically we want to declare some wars just for prestige. That's what I'm looking to do right now. So we'll declare war on Gelre, haul this guy in on a Promise of Territory, and then piece these guys out in a way that we just get as much prestige as possible, because we are trying to decay our aggressive expansion. Make sense? I feel pretty good about the war. I think that it's a reasonable war deck. I do want to be at full maintenance before we get it going, though. Let's raise maintenance for now. I'd also like to get our war exhaustion gone before we consider it. Maybe not yet. Maybe we wait a little bit longer. Also, how close are we to one more force limit? We've got 0.7, 0.5, and 3.5. 7 plus 0.5 plus 3.5. 4.7 plus 6 base, plus we get, I think, 1.3 from East Frisia. So we are at exactly 12 force limit. We're nowhere near 13. Well, that's also part of it, is that if you actually are afraid of a coalition, people can't join a coalition if they have a truce with you. So just attack them. Then you don't have to worry about that. Brunswick wants to ally us. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. We could... No. I can't call him in on a Promise of Territory because he doesn't want land owned by Gelre. It's almost tempting to just ally him so that we get less aggressive expansion with this guy over time, because he is one of our direct neighbors, or very close to being a direct neighbor. It's the HRE, you will get a coalition sooner or later. I think it's very important that we manage our aggressive expansion very well this run. Again, because we're on very hard, but also because of our goals to become the Emperor and revoke the priveligia. So we have to just, keep the princes happy with us so that eventually we can try to become the Emperor. If we go nuts and just expand everywhere, we will be unable to do that. So, all right, wow, it's already been nearly 20 minutes for this segment of the video. I'm gonna take a short break if you're watching on YouTube. Otherwise, stick around, I'll be back in a sec. Thanks for watching, everyone, see you soon.